Welcome for another ride to Taxi Jabula, a show where ideas and conversations always come together to touch a lot of hearts. Much love to everyone for the continued support. A special shout out to the City of St. John's and Arsenal. It is your grants which continue making it possible for us to keep doing this show. I'm your host, Mr. T, and today we'll be getting some top-class financial advice from Neil. The past few months have been a big eye-opener with the pandemic, and we're going to be talking about some of the things you can do. But to some of our listeners, what are kind of the services that you provide through Sun Life?
Full-on financial advisor, and I'm an independent financial advisor. So Sun Life is my brand. So I get all my own clients. I've been doing this for 7 years now. I've built my business from the ground up. Started with 0 clients. Now I have about 500, we'll say. So I do everything investment-wise, short-term investments in like a tax-free savings account, or if it's longer-term investment in an RRSP. And then on the other side of it, I can do everything insurance-wise as well, because a full financial plan should have a baseline of insurance, whether that's health insurance, life insurance, critical illness insurance, disability insurance.
Yes. What would you say are the critical things that they should be looking at, including in their financial plan?
It's nice to look at what you have through your employer first and use that as the baseline. And then from there, we just kind of look for holes. It might be a piece of insurance that the company's not offering, or maybe the retirement plan that they have set up doesn't have, enough of a contribution when it comes to owning a business or being self-employed. You don't have an employer, so you probably don't have the benefit of insurances and pension stuff through your own business. But you can, if you have employees, you can look at building a group plan for your company. It looks very favorable when you're trying to hire an employee if you have a business and you have those benefits to offer them. But as a business owner building a financial plan, you're going to have a bit more work to do because you don't have those benefits. That's why you work together with a financial advisor for, and going through the insurances you need, going through the different type of savings vehicles that you should open, and we build a plan from the ground up.
Things might turn quickly that you may not have planned for. Is there a way you could set up something for emergence that could protect you in cases like this?
So, when we start saving with any client that I work with, the first thing that we focus on is building an emergency fund in a tax-free savings account. You can invest this into something conservative, try to get a little bit of growth on your money, but it's still readily available to you in the event of an emergency. Like you said, what we're going through now with COVID, if you lost your job, and it's fun to talk about money going into, tax-free or an RSP and seeing it grow and stuff like that. It's not so sexy to talk about insurance. But it's a major piece of the plan for when emergencies come up. You need a lump sum of money to fund a recovery. Well, you're just going to have to pull the money from your savings if you don't have the insurances, right? So the whole goal with building a financial plan is put the proper insurances in place, put the proper savings vehicles in place. But if you have the right insurances, then regardless of what happens, you needed to take some time off of work, well, the tax-free savings account money would be there for that.
There's only so much we can talk about during the show, but people would get more value when they sit down to you, they actually tell you their personal situation and their goals. How can people get in touch? Or
pretty simple. You can get me by email. My email is neil.trahey@sunlife.com. It's actually probably best to go to my assistant, Olivia Crane, and her email will be olivia.crane@sunlife.com. I also have a Facebook page. It's just Sun Life Financial Neil Trahey. You can search it up. It should be pretty easy to find. There's lots of good content on there as well that you can follow along with. You might get some good tips.
Your quick best advice you would give to someone as a financial advisor? Start
today. That's really it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, they might think that they're in a lot worse of a financial spot than they actually are. You want to sit down with a professional. You don't want to leave it. You want to start to plan as soon as possible. A good saying goes, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And that's That's a major thing. You want to get in and start planning as early as possible and finding out what your resources are and start using them, even if you have, $50 a month to put away or $25 a month. It's a start, and once you get your start, then you can build off of that, and you'll be happy that you did.